guacamole, holy guacamole. I just got hit by a car, and you're the one who swept me off my feet, pushed me in the street, left me in a coma. Guacamole me, guacamole you. I just got busted for drugs, and you're the one who sold me to the Fed, leaving me for dead, played me for a fool. Making guacamole, mix it in the bowlie. I just got mauled by a bear, and you're the one who covered me with honey. Thought it was so funny. How could you be so cruel? Take it. That's good. Captain Guacamole, Officer Stromboli, I just got shot in the face, and you're the one who had the smoking gun. Love is just no fun whenever I'm with you. Guacamole coma, Yuma, Arizona, I just got hepatitis C, and you were standing there with a syringe. How it makes me cringe, breaks my heart in two. Holy guacamole, lumpy, green and rolly. Baby, I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause even though I'm down upon my luck, I don't give a fuck, long as I have you. Even though they say she's out of my league, I'm coming up with a plan. I'm gonna change the way I strut my stuff. I'm gonna be a new man. I'll make her homemade ice cream, ice, milk, and sugar, and you shake it all up to make her homemade ice cream. Capers on top, and I'm gonna make her mine with my homemade ice cream. Ice, milk, and sugar, and you shake it all up to make the homemade ice cream. Capers on top, and I'm gonna make her mine with my She says she wants to Uber home now, you're just not her type of guy, and she's got better things to do than to hang around with you. She's got other ways she'd rather spend her time. So for now, she just wants an Uber home. She says it's not that you're not handsome, you're just not her cup of tea. But that she still wants to be your friend. 'Cause if she meets her Mr. Right, then maybe you could help them move her stuff when she moves in with him. But for now, she just wants an Uber home. Girl, I know that it's all over now, but it's 8 p.m. on Friday night. The Uber rates are surging high. Oh girl, I promise not to cry again. But I'd really like if we could wait until the price goes down. Take it. She says she wants to Uber home now, and it's not negotiable. So open up that stupid app, get her address and all that crap, and just admit that it was never meant to be. 'Cause right now, she says she wants an Uber home.
Check. Check. Test. Help. Testing the mic. 1, 2, 3. Check. Test. Help. Testing the mic. Check. Test. 1, 2. Help. 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 Ooh. 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 Hello everybody, and welcome to Henry's Kitchen, where today we're going to be teaching you how to make Henry's wonderfully delicious sauteed shittake mushrooms. Shittake mushrooms, of course, are a much more expensive, more selective breed of mushrooms than the regular. There's information here that we're going to go over, but basically Aristotle, the famous philosopher and famous student of Socrates, named all of the mushrooms that there were and named them as a plant, and Euripides wrote about the dangers of accidental mushroom poisoning after his wife and children succumbed to illness in the aftermath of a deadly mushroom meal. We all know the famed doctor Hippophanes, for which the physician's oath is named, discussed beneficial and poisonous mushrooms with his students at the Athenian Lyceum around 430 BC. So we're going to get into some of that. But right now, we've got some fun stuff to do. We can put off the education for a little bit. First, I want to thank Gumme Cande for giving us this really cool background. JB's text says, fun fact, Aristotle is actually pronounced the way most people pronounce Chipotle. Aristotle. And also Aristotle is not Socrates. Bert Bufftug says more like Euripides nuts. Everyone Type Forson also says Euripides nuts. Wilson Stepbrother says, oh, you aren't in a park. No. This is a green screen technology. I'm in my kitchen, but we here at Henry's Kitchen, because of a lot of the generous contributions from the users over the years, have a very high production value. So we've got an excellent mic here, and we also have green screen technology that can put me in virtually any place that our imagination can take us. So, for example, let's go, shall we, to North Beach in San Francisco. Fat Honger gave us this cool picture. What a beautiful city. I love this place so much. Many great memories. I've performed there. I've loved and lost there. I tendered there once. That was awkward. And boy, do they still, hey, Fat Hunger, do they still have North Beach pizza there? You can get a killer slice of pizza. And so many great, it's really some of the best food in the world. It's a beautiful city, and thanks, Fat Hunger, for sharing this memory. Purple Donut Filling is Fruit says, that car is definitely running that red light. Yeah. Listen to the songs of the 60s about San Francisco. This was not a place that was known for its obeying the laws and the rules. This is where the hippies emigrated to. I'm sure you probably remember all the songs, and you might know the lore about Charles Manson. A young Charles Manson, just fresh out of jail, showed up to San Francisco and started recruiting young ladies to be in his cult. This was the kind of thing that you could do back then in the glory days, when America was great. Parasitosis says, 33 months. God, do I wish I was that young again. Hope all is well with you, Henry, and all of the users. BRB, going to do some donuts in a forklift. Parasitosis, 33 months. I'm glad that you chimed in, because we have a very special couple of announcements to make here. Number one, it's Parasitosis' birthday. Do you say parasitoses if you're doing possessive? I don't know. And it's Kate's birthday. These are very special birthdays. Not that everybody's birthday isn't special, but these are a couple of the Henry's Kitchen old school users who contribute so much to the show. And we are going to be doing a very special birthday celebration for both of them. Maybe we'll get right into it right now. Parasitosis had a request for a song, and I'm going to do it. It's harder for me lately to learn new songs for some reason. Maybe it's just my age, but I'm going to do it for Parasitosis. He recommended a really cool song by a group called Boa, and the song is called Duvet. Either that, or maybe the song is called Boa and the group is called Duvet. Neither of them seem to have anything to do with the song or the band, but we are, I'm going to perform it because Parasitosis, okay, Boa is the band. We've got confirmation of that. Thanks, Parasitosis. JV's text says, holy shit, Reverbicin scared the constipation right out of me. That's good, right? Maybe that should be something that you can file away. And by the way, don't feel like you have to share every single thing that happens. Sometimes there's private moments, but then again, we're not upset if you do. Some people have weak stomachs, and so it's similar to when you start a game and it says if you're easily triggered by flashing strobe lights or whatever. If you're easily triggered by people talking about their colon being easily triggered, Just be fair warned. JV's text says, I will remember this day forever. Please do. Okay. Bert Bufftug says, and on the 7th stream, Henry created the mods, and he saw that they were pretty okay. So it was. Okay, let's go ahead and do this song requested to us by Parasitosis, whose birthday it is, and we're gonna also do the birthday song. But I want to try to do this song. It's a beautiful song, and I hope I don't fuck it up. Like I fuck up everything else in my whole stupid life. Okay, here we go. And you don't seem to understand. A shame you seemed an honest man. And all the fears you hold so dear will whisper in your ear. And you know what they say might hurt you, and you know that it means so much, and you don't even feel a thing. I am falling, I am fading, I have lost it all. And you don't seem the lying kind. A shame that I can read your mind. And all the things I read there, candlelit smile that we both share. And you know I don't mean to hurt you, but you know it don't mean so much. And you can even feel a thing. Sorry. I am falling, I am fading, I am drowning. Help me to breathe. I am hurting, I have lost it all. I am losing. Help me to breathe. And then there's some instrumental stuff. This is the band Boa with the song Duvet. The word duvet does not come up in the song, and they don't even reference sleep covering. But that's sort of called abstract. You're painting with words. I am falling, I am fading, I am drowning. Help me to breathe. I am hurting, I have lost it all. I am losing. Help me to breathe. Hey. Pancake King says, does a 2-drink minimum mean I have to drink 2 drinks? Because I'm kind of a lightweight and that would fuck me up. Okay, Pancake King, just so you know, he's talking about the show that's coming up in Burbank. It's a 2-item minimum, so you could actually have a mocktail or you could get some French fries and a coffee. I am falling, I am fading, I am drowning. Help me to breathe. I am hurting, I have lost it all. I am losing. Help me to breathe. Happy birthday, Parasitosis. That's a great song. Thanks for sharing it with us. I've never heard of the band. Are they very popular? I wouldn't know. I only recently heard about the Foo Fighters, which is coming up, by the way. British. Oh, that explains it. Okay. Fondue Yourself, thank you very much. Thanks, Holy Crap Awesome, for saying it was awesome. And thanks for your great opening artwork. That was fun. Zone Seek says, don't they make you have to take a shit? Are you talking about the 2-drink minimum? I'm not sure. Digitized says, I'm British, never heard of them either. Well, welcome to the club. Sometimes it's a demographic, an age demographic thing. Like I only recently heard about the band, I can't even remember what they were called, Oasis or something. Saguaro Ooh says, happy birthday, thanks. It's a lot of birthdays here. Parasitosis says, they were featured in a TV show and I became known for it outside of the UK. Ooh. Boner of a Lonely Fart says hello. And let's check in with our alerts here. Boner of a Lonely Fart resubscribed for 9 months. Thank you so much, Boner of a Lonely Fart. It's good to see you on here. Fondue Yourself resubscribed for 25 months and says, let's go. Let's do this. I like that positivity. Parasitosis says 33 months. God, do I wish I was that young again. Oh, me too. Hope all is well with you, Henry, and all the users. Be right back. Gonna go for some donuts in a forklift. Yeah. Well, I hope you're going to stick around because we've got more birthday stuff coming up. Shanda says, by the time I hear about a band, they've broken up or died. Yeah, that's true. Archbound's resubscribed. Thanks for that. For 37 months. And It's Kate rated our channel with 6 viewers. Thanks, It's Kate, for rating us and sharing your viewership with us. And we've got some stuff coming up for you in a second. I sound like a radio DJ. I want to do, we have to do the parasitosis birthday song, Who's a Suicidio style, as is tradition. It's sort of like when someone dies in certain cultures, they do a Viking funeral where they send them out on a boat and they light it on fire, or maybe a raft or something. And similar to that tradition, here at Henry's Kitchen, when it's somebody's birthday, we sing them the Jose Suicidio song, Nobody's Birthday. To-Do's resubscribed for 6 months. It's nobody's birthday. No need for candles on the cake. It's nobody's birthday. It was just a big mistake. It's nobody's birthday. I had a roommate who had a foot condition called bromidrosis. 'Cause it's nobody's birthday but parasitosis. No, it's nobody's birthday but parasitosis. Happy birthday, parasitosis. Thanks for all that you do. And everyone typed Force and says, I'm not a fan of Viking funerals. I'd like to go out in my sleep like my grandfather, not screaming like the other passengers in his car. Yeah, the Viking funerals can be terrifying. Thanks again to T-Doos for resubscribing. We've got another birthday. It's Kate, who's one of our OG. What does OG means? Computer, volume 10. Computer, what does OG mean?
OG is usually defined as a person or thing that is respected as genuine and classic.
Well, there you go. This is one of our OG users and moderators, and has done so much. And so we're going to go ahead and honor It's Kate with a song request. Which again, I did not know this song, but I learned it because I wanted to give back in some menial way. And this is, and it's good to try to learn songs. It stimulates your brain. But sometimes you fuck it up, and then it's there on the internet for all of the world to see, for all of the rest of history. Which who knows how long that could be. That could be 20 years or more. Okay. Nacho Stumpalness says, original guy. Oh, is that what it stands for? I didn't realize that. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to try this song. It's a beautiful song by the Foo Fighters. Let's go ahead and change up the background, even though this is a great... Hey, thanks, Fat Hunger, for giving me some fond memories of the SF. This would be a great one for the Foo Fighters because they come from the northwest part of the United States, and this is probably the closest to that. Maybe not. Oh, Parasitosis has this cool picture. I love it. This is the phone lines, and it's very kind of artsy, I guess you could say. I like it. I think we're going to use it. I want to say thank you to Good2112 has resubscribed for 4 months. Hey, thanks Good2112. I assume that's a Rush reference, and if so, thank you for that. And there's all these songs coming into mind. Rush songs, or The Lineman for the County by Glenn Campbell would be a great one for this. But we're going to do... let's go ahead and do this tune for It's Kate, who's done so much for the show. The song's called Aurora. It's by the Foo Fighters, whom I only recently discovered. And they're good. I think they're gonna go places. I gotta remember it now. Oh man. Everybody stop talking for just a second so that I can try to remember that. Let's see. I have a cheat sheet here. Okay, I think we got it now. All right, here we go. He does this kind of thing. I'm not gonna try to do it exactly.
You believe there's something else. You relieve your emptiness. Yourself, and you bleed and breathe the air, and it's on and on and on and on and on. I just kinda died for you. You just kinda stared at me. We will always have the chance. We can do this one more time. Yourself, you buy the hole you fill, and it's on and on and on and on and on. Hell yeah, I remember Aurora. Hell yeah, I remember Aurora. And all this time. I don't know if I remember this. On and on and on, wait till the last one's done. On and on and on, wait for everyone. Wait till the last one's done. Take me now, we can spin the sun around. Come out and we'll come back down and down. Turn and come back down. Turn and come back down.
Thanks, It's Kate, for all that you do, all you have done. And thanks for introducing us to that song. I've never heard it. That guy, Dave Grohl, never ceases to amaze me. with so many cool songs. I actually went to their concert a year ago, and I don't remember if they did that song or not, but if they did, it would have been the first time I've heard it, but it did ring familiar. It's Kate X says, thanks, Henry. Fact about that song, out of all the ones they did, that was Taylor Hawkins' favorite. Well, that sounds about right, because he was an awesome guy who had great taste. And it's a good song. Thanks for sharing that. Purple Donut Filling His Fruit says, here's to all your many future bans and warnings you'll have to give people. Yes, thanks, It's Kate, for moderating and regulating. Wilson's stepbrother says, isn't that background picture of the power line grid in Guatemala? Wow, how would you be able to know that? There's almost nothing in the background that says where it is, but maybe you've been to that particular spot, which is impressive. So let's go ahead and do another picture. Henry Townsend sends us the usual kind of creepy looking background. This looks like it could have been the background for Stephen King's It. It looks like it takes place in rural or suburban Maine, where a lot of the Stephen King stuff happens. This song here goes out to It's Kate. It's our proverbial, or it's our, what's the word I'm looking for? Obligatory, but not reluctant, birthday song. And we've got an appropriately dismal background. It's nobody's birthday, no tail on the donkey today. No need to celebrate being alive when your dreams get whisked away. It's nobody's birthday. Whatever you do, don't put yourself into a happy state, 'cause it's nobody's birthday, but it's Kate. No, it's nobody's birthday, but it's Kate. Happy birthday, It's Kate, and parasitosis, and thank you for all that you both do, and there's more birthday stuff coming for both of you in the near future. I'll let you just think about that. Speaking of parasitosis put together an amazing promo video for a special stream we're doing August 17th, which is just going to be music. There's not going to be any cooking. It's just going to be a break from the hardships of the kitchen, and we'll still be in the kitchen, and I'll still be wearing an apron, but we're going to cook. We're going to sing. And just take a look at the video that Parasitosis put together for us as a promo.
This is WSUM 101.5, the sounds of summer, and we've got something special for you.
Sometimes we all make mistakes, and sometimes we catch the real tough breaks. But here's a trick that I've been working on. Just say oops and move on.
There you have it, August the 17th. It's going to be a blast. I'm putting together a playlist. I might put those two songs on there. Feel free to do the usual requesting in the music Discord area, and I'll look at it. And but it really, it's embarrassing, but it takes me a long time to learn a new song. And but I will consider any song that you send over. And this is an amazing poster that I believe It's Kate put together. Look at that. Makes me look like I'm some kind of rock star. That picture was taken by Dark Aegis at the show in Naperville that Dazzlecat and Lurkbowl helped us put on, and so many others, where we met Quanto. I have friends now. I have real friends. They were virtual friends for a long time, but if you told me a couple of years ago that I'd be saying things like, yeah, It's Kate made a poster for the show I did with Dazzlecat and Lurkbo, and Quanto was there, and Parasitosis made a cool video of it. And Burt Bufftug said he was there. Yeah, he was there. I met Burt Bufftug. If you told me that I was going to say any of that stuff, I'd be like, you're out of your fucking mind. Stop talking about this stuff with me, and who are you anyway? And why are you wearing a trench coat on the bus? Holy crap, awesome, says Henry, you always look like a rock star, sometimes more grizzled than others. Yeah, this is a little grizzled. It used to be that when I grew a beard, I looked a little bit like maybe a cool villain from one of those movies like Mission Impossible or something. But now I look more like the guy in one of those big scenes where they've got a giant government agency and there's like 50 people at computers. I'm like one of them who might have a line. I might say something like, "Sir, I can't break into the mainframe," or something like that. But that's it. I'm not going to be the main villain. And I was never going to be the leading man. Jackie Tree Horny says Albuquerque. Yeah, Albuquerque is a great spot. Boy, I'd love to do a show there sometime. That would be great. Desolate Reality, how can we make an official request for a show in our local area? I want to see you in Portland, Oregon. I'd like to go to Portland, Oregon. Can I ask you, Desolate Reality, would you drive as far as a place like Eugene or Salem or any of those types of places? Because I have done shows in places like that. There was a place called Cottonwood or something like that I did a show at. We really need to put together a tour. The problem is the way that I'm doing this is if I can get 80 people, then it'll pay for all the costs and for the terror that happens when I travel. Every time I get on a plane, I feel like we're going to crash because it's just not natural to have hundreds of tons of metal flying across the globe. But if you give me $1,000, I'll say, sure, what time do I need to be there? Purple Donut Filling His Fruit says, whoa, didn't you make the cinematic masterpiece Log Jammin'? That wasn't me. Maybe you're talking to someone else. Pug Lady 2600 says, I'm the same way. Yeah, it always feels like I'm about to die in an incendiary ball of fire. And, but if you offer me a couple bucks, I'll deal with that. Incendiary ball of fire, I think, is redundant. Okay, Jackie Tree Horny says, hit up Evan of Wayward Comedy. He'll help you organize the show. Just make sure you name drop me. Okay. Holy Crap Awesome says, I like planes because like being in a constant state of slight distress for 8 hours. Yeah, it is. I mean, why would anybody feel comfortable in that situation? I think that's the weird one, is the people that feel comfortable. Here, I'm going to turn off the reverb. Check 1, 2. Okay, everybody. Well, this has been a fun segment of the show. Again, happy birthday to our very special users, It's Kate and Parasitosis, and thanks for all that you do and have done for the show. And let's move on here. Let's go into the kitchen, shall we? Roast beef might be making an appearance, but he's currently in his closet, and I don't like to interrupt him because there were some streams there where he literally ruined the stream by howling. And as much as I feel for him, and I know that he probably has arthritis, and he also can't see or hear, so he meows extra loud, and he also uses the bathroom, and then that causes some kind of pain. So he's just kind of a little bit of a mess. He's very old. But nonetheless, I don't necessarily want to see that during the couple of hours that we have for our stream. But if he comes out, Shandis, you're right. Beef can never ruin the stream, and I feel guilty even saying that. But if he does come out, we'll put the camera on him, but I'm going to let him sleep for now. It's been a little bit of a hot summer, so he likes it when it's nice and cool in that closet. Okay. Oh, I've got no coffee. I'm going to have some water. I'm going to teach you a little bit about sauteing shittake mushrooms. Shittake mushrooms, Robert Table says jet fuel can't melt steel beams. That's a shittake. Okay, I see. You're using shittake in the way that this is your opinion that's not valid. But shittake is an actual brand of, not a brand of mushroom, a breed of mushroom. Well, let's read about it, shall we? This comes to us from a pro-hallucinogenic drug website, so I don't know if I'm allowed to say what the name of the website is, but I'll just tell you it's ebay.com. But it says here, there is a good bit of evidence supporting the notion that ancient Europeans experimented with mycophagy, which is a fancy lingo for eating mushrooms. A decade, so we'll be engaging today in microphagy or mycophagy. Computer, what does mycophagy mean?
From frontierson.org. The process of microphagy mainly involves the uptake of a cytoplasmic component by lysosomes through membrane protrusion and invagination, leading to the degradation of that cytoplasmic component in the lumen of the lysosome. Okay,
so computer didn't answer our question, but instead talked about something completely different, about vagination or whatever that was. So let's get back to our pro-hallucinogenic drug website here.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
A decade and change ago, archaeologists in Nola, Italy, which also is New Orleans, Louisiana, it's an abbreviation, so don't want to confuse it with that, discovered a food bowl with mushroom residue in it, confirming suspicion that Bronze Age pantries were supplemented with wild-gathered mushrooms. Other archaeological digs support this hypothesis. Bits of puffball mushrooms have been found at Paleolithic sites in Austria, Switzerland, and Germany, and the Red Lady of Elmiron had spores of both boletus and agaric mushrooms on her teeth when she died nearly 19,000 years ago. This is sick stuff, you know. I don't know who finds a dead body and then goes right to the teeth to find out what kind of food they were eating. But some people do. Caffeinated Cat says, Henry, The Office is playing a guessing game. Do you know what action-adventure movie was released in 2019? Well, would you call Mission Impossible an action-adventure movie? I mean, it's definitely an action movie. But I would imagine there was probably a Mission Impossible during that time. But maybe one of the Liam Neeson Taken movies would be a good guess. Action-adventure. But adventure sort of implies that there's dragons or something. Okay. Caffeinated Cat watches from work, and the co-workers play extracurricular games and such, and it's nice to be a part of that. And also, Caffeinated Cat, what we're making today could very, very easily be made in the break room at your work. We're making sauteed mushrooms, and this could be a delicious treat for you and your co-workers on a special day. Maybe Casual Friday, where you might be wearing a shirt similar to the one I'm wearing right now. Bert Bufftug just cheered 100 bits and says, just remember that if you're not good about cleaning off your mushrooms, you may accidentally engage in coprophagy as well as microphagy. Okay, well, these are all terms that we're going to have to look up later. As humanity struggled through its squalid and mean adolescence, now they don't mean like we were being mean, they mean meager, I believe. Or they might mean humanity was mean. Most adolescents are mean. I know every time that I wear a what's called a wife beater, I get taunted by the local adolescents in the street, especially if I have a mustache at the time. As humanity struggled through its squalid and mean adolescence, there is no doubt that fungi attracted attention for their potential as food and medicine, and Europe's temperate climate supports an astonishing number of mushroom species that people experimented with. So now we're going to start talking about shittake mushrooms, which is what we're using today. By 400 BC, mushroom collecting was widespread and entrenched, and it remains today in much of Europe. After all, mushroom hunting is the national sport of the Czech Republic. I did not know that. Let's test that. Computer, what is the national sport of the Czech Republic?
From famousbirthdays.com. The Czech national sport is ice hockey.
So this is just total bullshit. One of them's wrong. We have a computer saying that the national sport of the Czech Republic is mushroom hunting. That sounds like bullshit. And then we have a computer saying that it's ice hockey. We really do live in the age of disinformation. Caffeinated Cat says, we will put that gas in. Oh, yeah, okay. Parasitosis says, Dragon D's nuts. Digitized says, probably one of those 50 Marvel movies. That's right, there might have been some... Caffeinated Cat says, the movie was Detective Pikachu. Okay. Muzzgut says, thank you for your role in Silicon Valley. Just found your stream. Thanks, Muzzgut. Thank you very much. Here, maybe we'll do a little shout out to Silicon Valley right now. See if I can... It's always a little hard to find the right background for this. I think I go to, maybe it's documents. No, I can't. Yeah, I can't seem to find it. But we have a background that we've used before, but it was saved in a previous place. Sorry, everybody. I got sort of distracted. But I'll do my best, John, from Silicon Valley. Hold on. I have to get into character. So this is another area where we would install one of your boxes. Thank you. Nihilist Life says, mushrooms on toast. It is peak comfort. Yeah, I would imagine it would be. Okay, so we're going to skip over the next 1,000 years, and we're just going to go right to Socrates' student. That would have been Aristotle. Observed that mushrooms reproduced quickly, and he believed that they must be very small seeds that could not be observed by the naked eye. Ultimately, Aristotle, we got corrected on that earlier, classified mushrooms as plants in his Natural Philosophy. That's the name of his book. But he was uneasy with the conclusion and urged others to look more closely at the problem. Hypophyses, I guess it's Hypophyses, the famous doctor, discussed beneficial and poisonous mushrooms with his students at the Athenaeum Lyceum at 430 BC and presented some ideas about how to treat patients with mushroom pissing. What the hell is that? Around the same time, the tragedian Euripides, And someone said Euripides nuts. Accidental mushroom poisoning after his wife and children succumbed to illness in the aftermath of a deadly mushroom meal. Be careful. Only buy your mushrooms from known providers like supermarkets. Farmer's market is iffy sometimes. Holy crap, awesome says Euripides, Eubiades. Yeah, that's a common expression in places that sell expensive china and such. Orlando Trustful says British food gets a lot of criticism, but I just punched a fish to death and boiled some potatoes in it, and it made for a delicious snack. Oh, so it sounds like you're enjoying some kippers. Jackie Tree Horny says, I ate mushrooms, the ground was crazy looking, and I almost shit my pants. Okay. Emily Blunted says, I sell mushrooms out of a paper bag at City Hall between 2 and 3 p.m. every Wednesday. Well, Emily Blunted, I'm sure a lot of people are going to want to know which city you're in and where you get your delicious mushrooms from. But anyway, guys, we're getting off here. We need to get back on track. Let me just make sure there's no alerts. We need to start cooking. That's what we need to start doing. That's what we came here to do. I want to thank everybody for showing up. Versilla just resubscribed for 36 months. Amazing. Thank you. And then it says, Henry, you're the most fun guy around. Now, fun guy is spelled F-U-N-G-I, as in the plural of fungus. Hope you, Boof, and all are well. Thank you, Ursula. Thank you for that lovely message and for resubscribing. That's very kind of you. Okay. We're going to start cooking now. So let's see what we have in front of us here. It's very hot in my place, so we have some very melted butter here. We've got some delicious sizzle olive oil. This is the type of olive oil that you want to use. It's called extra virginated, de-virginized or whatever. We also have a nice Sauvignon Blanc. If you have the budget, then get yourself a nice zesty Sauvignon Blanc, or maybe a rich and crispy Pinot Grigio. But if you are on a budget, then just get some of that shit Zinfandel stuff they sell out of a box. It doesn't really matter. We're only going to use about a tablespoon of it. I also have some unbleached, undiluted kosher sea salt, as well as some rosemary pricks. You can get them in a jar, or you can get the sprig. And I also have some Black & Decker peppercorns, as well as some garlic bulbs. All right, so I think it's time for us to get started here. To-Do says, do these mushrooms bruise blue? I'm not sure. First thing we want to do is we want to rinse our mushrooms. A lot of times there's dirt. If you bought them from the farmer's market, there might even be bugs on there. So what I do is I like to get the water nice and hot. And I'm going to use what's called a coriander. And what this thing's going to do is it's going to literally strain the water. Coriander must mean strainer in Italian or something. Dan the Dork says, fun fact, most commercial mushroom farms grow them in sterile shit. Yeah, that's why you do want to... Nihilist Life says, do not wash. Really? I don't want to ruin them. Okay, computer, do I need to wash my mushrooms?
According to WikiHow, to clean your mushrooms for cooking, remove the stems to expose more surface area of the mushrooms. Place both the caps and the stems in a colander. Wash the mushrooms under cool running water. Shake the colander or turn the mushrooms by hand periodically to make sure they all get washed. Use a sharp knife to cut away any remaining dirt or mold. Then, pat the mushrooms dry.
Okay, computer, stop. We're not doing all that shit. But anyway, Cold water. Okay, thank you. I don't know why we're using cold water. I've never known cold water to kill bugs. But whatever, it's not a huge deal. You know, we're going to cook them anyway, so it doesn't make a huge difference. Alrighty. If you want, you can put your coriander over top of this other thing here. And that way the water will drip into it. Okay? Hero of Gaming just cheered 100 bits and says, "Hey Henry, last time I was here, I was impressed by the meal you made, so I made it for my wife and her boyfriend." Okay. This time I can make a good sauteed shittake for her and the new boyfriend. Thank you for being amazing. Oh, I'm sorry that your wife must have broken up with her previous boyfriend, but I'm glad that she found someone new. And it sounds like you're having a very non-traditional domestic situation over there, which I support. I don't think it's anybody's business what people want to do in terms of their having multiple, I guess they call it polyamory, or maybe you're not even an amorous partner in their relationship. But it's all very confusing to me, but it's all okay. Far be it from me to judge. Purple donut filling his fruit says, "My brother-in-law's wife keeps hitting on me." Okay. Well, you know, maybe that could be the budding of a new relationship between you and your brother-in-law's wife. Official Shitter says, "Do you have truffle salt? That shit goes hard." I don't. No, I just have regular unbleached sea salt. But hopefully that's going to be okay, because I do want to go hard. Okay, everybody. Let's get back on track. And so we've got our mushrooms, obviously. Let's take a look at our recipe here. Start by cleaning the mushrooms. Take a wet paper towel and gently wipe off any dirt. Refrain from rinsing the mushrooms because they absorb water easily when cooked and they will turn out too chewy. So the person from chat who said don't rinse them was actually right. I should have trusted the person from chat instead of stupid computer. The way to do it is you take a wet paper towel and you gently wipe. Brunstead says it might be cool if we had a truffle hunting stream with pigs. Yep. What was that great movie with Nicolas Cage about the pig? Was it just called Pig, I think? That was great. Nihilist Life, yes. Was it Nihilist Life? Were you the one who told us that it was a faux pas? Because I apologize for not listening to you. But, I mean, in all sincerity, we have multiple computers at our disposal here, and you're just some guy or gal, somebody chiming in, so I didn't really have any reason to trust you, but now I realize that it was a faux pas. Okay, Spirit Cleanser says, "Is it true that you're able to crack a walnut with your bare hands?" That I'm able to? I've never tried. There are a lot of myths about me on the internet. Okay, let's get back here. Brunstead says, "I hate accidentally doing fupas." No, fupas. It's a faux pas. Oh, I am definitely a fan of the Nicolas Cage. I've got You're My National Treasure right here. All right, everybody, let's get back on the track here. We're kind of pussy farting around. Refrain from rinsing the mushrooms. Okay, we got that. We fucked up. All right. In large skillet over medium heat. So let's go ahead and get that going. We're getting right into it here. This is our skillet. It's a green pan. This sucker is heavy. I actually didn't buy it because I already had a frying pan at the time, but I bought this because I found myself in downtown Glendale with no weapon, and so I walked into a sur la table, and I just picked this thing up, and I said, if I run into some trouble on the way home, this thing's going to be a powerful weapon. But then I found out it's also a very good no stick. I'm not going to call it no stick because stuff does stick, but it's a seldom stick pan. Okay, let's turn this on. And what did it say? Medium heat. So this goes up to 1100. I have an infrared stove here. We're going to put this on 700. It doesn't go to 6. It doesn't go to, no, we'll go to 600. It doesn't go to 550, which would be the exact medium between 1100 and 0. But it does have 600, so we'll err on the side of being too hot. Jackie Tree Horny says, marry, shag, kill Nick Cage, Tom Cruise, and John Travolta. Why would you kill John Travolta? It might be just the Englewood, New Jersey in me, but John Travolta was just about the biggest star that a small town could ever be proud of. All right, Nihilist Life says, also butter. A lot of butter and garlic, but I'll ignore further faux pas. Okay, well, I've got butter and garlic, so I appreciate that. Hey, Nihilist Life, I like, you've established credibility here in the culinary world, so please continue to let me know what to do here. I'm not a mushroom expert, or what they would call a macrophile or whatever, but I definitely know my way around the kitchen. But if you want to give me some good tips, I'll go for it. Butter and garlic sounds good. All right. Gorley Wachili says John Travolta is a cultist Scientologist. That is true. He belongs to a religion, which a lot of people do, actually. Purple Donut Filling His Fruit says macrophiliac. Sorry, yeah, that's the word that I was trying to find. Okay. So in a large skillet, over medium heat, heat the butter and olive oil. Once hot, add in the shittake mushrooms. Okay. How much butter and olive oil? 3 tablespoons butter. 1 tablespoon olive oil. So they're going 3-to-1 on the olive oil ratio. So why don't we work backwards from there? Because I'm not making as much as they've got here. I've got a very sharp knife here. Oh, I almost cut myself with it. Be careful, guys. There's no foods out there that are worth cutting yourself over, except for maybe some types of dessert items. Okay, I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to do even more butter. And we're going to put about 1/3 of that of olive oil. Now remember, olive oil is good for you, butter is bad for you, so we're kind of getting the best of both worlds here, right? The Injured Bear says cheesecake is one of those. One of those foods that's worth cutting yourself. Yeah, I would say so for sure. I want to use a better utensil for this. Oh, you know what I'll use? I'll use this awesome utensil that was gifted to me by you, the users. I think it opens up in a clamp situation, but we don't need it for that anyway. We just want something that's going to be delicate on our surface. It's very important to always have something delicate on your surface. Emily Blunted said pull on its nuts to open it. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, there we go. Now, let's see what our next order of business is here. Once hot, add in the shittake mushrooms. Let them sit on medium heat. Do not touch them for 3 minutes. This will create some nice caramelization around the edges of the mushrooms. Stir and cook for two more minutes. Well, I want to at least touch them. I know I'm not supposed to be doing this, but I want to at least get them so they're all touching the bottom. That's just the OCD in me. Okay, let's leave that there. Computer, set timer for 3 minutes.
3 minutes, starting now.
And we have here an alert. There's that wonderful sound of roast beef screaming. Not the real life one, but the one that means that somebody gave us a donation. Fabio tipped $10. Fabio, thank you so much. And we love your work. And we're very sorry about what happened to you when you were on that roller coaster. It says here, I chug olive oil so I can eat bins of ice cream. My doctor is afraid of me. Yeah, you sound like you're probably proving your doctor wrong with your every move. You're undoing decades of experience, residency, internship, medical school, undergrad. Nihilist life, it should burn on impact with pan. That hot. Okay. Well, I don't know how hot it is, but let's see here. Maybe I'll get it a little hotter. Let's see what our next order of business is here. Computer, how much time left?
You have 1 minute and 40 seconds left on your 3-minute timer.
Okay. Holy crap, awesome says saw a guy years ago who would drink 6 liters of olive oil every day. I don't know what happened to him. He stopped posting like 3 days into doing that. Yeah, every now and then you'll get these people that'll come out with some fad diet. There was something called the ice cream diet where you use ice cream as a laxative, I guess. And for 1 month, you eat nothing but ice cream. That's breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and dessert for 1 month. And I think what it does is it detoxes you. I'm not really sure, but I believe that our current health czar, or whatever it would be, says that it's an okay diet. You just have to make sure that the ice cream is made out of raw milk. Polka sweater. It needs to be hot. It needs to be Henry hot. Uh-oh. Nihilist Life says, otherwise you boil it. Oh, okay. So you want me to make it hotter? So you want me to start ignoring the directions. Okay. I'll do that. Stir and okay, we haven't. Computer, how much time left?
You have less than 10 seconds left on your 3-minute timer.
Computer, stop. Okay, so now we're going to stir and we're going to cook it for another 2 minutes. Game Master Flash, thanks for joining us. Guess what, Game Master Flash? I'm going to be playing the game that you gifted me in just a little bit here. So I want to say how much I appreciate the gift that you gave me on Steam. And we're going to try out Heavy Water, or Heavy Rain. I'm sorry. Orlando Trustful says, Henry, do you have any gasoline? All the fancy chefs set their food on fire. Not a bad idea. All right, I'm going to start stirring this. I want to stir it because I want to get that butter and olive oil sort of in there. Guys, I really want this to be a tasty snack for me. After the stream, it's traditional for roast beef and I to sit on the couch and I eat whatever it is that I made, and we watch the stream together to try to figure out places where it could have been better. Of course, I hate the way I look. But roast beef might get pissed off that he wasn't in this stream today, but he might still make an appearance. We'll see. I know people like him more than they like me. Okay. Now, pour the wine. Pour the wine, light the fire. Your wish is my command. That was a song from the 90s, I think. If using and cook for an additional 2 minutes. Okay, so we want how much wine? A splash. Computer, how many tablespoons in a splash of wine?
From wikihow.com. A splash is a dash, but if you need an exact measurement, it would be a 1/4 teaspoon to a half teaspoon.
Okay, well, we all know that, and Parasitosis is our weights and measures expert, and he will tell you that even though it's counterintuitive, this is always one. Oh no, roast beef's getting up and he's coming over. Damn. This is always 1 tablespoon, no matter what the cap is, no matter what the shape is. It's a standardized thing that the cap of any container is 1 tablespoon. So, and this is very important if you're doing illegal drugs. I actually over poured, but that's okay. You know, nothing wrong with a little hump day wine buzz. This is a nice zippy Sauvignon Blanc. Speaking of French, where's our resident Frenchman Borsenben? We could use his tutelage today. Okay, Ursula says, you got this, Henry. I feel like I got this. I feel like it's going well. I'm getting good comments from the folks in chat. Oh, boy. All right, let's get the camera on roast beef just a little bit here. Because he wants to be on the show. Okay, he's going back to the closet. We got just a little bit of roast beef action. He's very cute, you're absolutely right. Okay. Pour the wine, light the fire. Your wish is my command. I'll make love to you. Making mushrooms with wine is a very romantic thing. I think that's what the guy's doing in that song. Okay. Flinglish says, dude, your setup is 10 to 10. Thank you very much. The setup is almost completely set up by Quanto, technologically speaking, and a lot of the background stuff was gifted to us by our incredible user community. And it's great. Orlando Trustful says, Henry, do you know any Engelbert Humperdinck songs? Yeah, I could probably do that. Computer, what are some Engelbert Humperdinck songs? Computer, list some songs by Engelbert Humperdinck.
Engelbert Humperdinck from Apple Music.
No. Computer, stop. Don't play Engelbert Humperdinck. I just want to know what you're... Okay. Let's see what the next order of business is. We did the wine, stir in the garlic and the rosemary pricks. Okay, so let's get our garlic now. This was one of the things that Nihilist said that we need to do. Now I got that I'll Make Love to You song stuck in my head and it's not going anywhere. Got a garlic press situation here. And let's put in some of our rosemary. It doesn't say how much, but I guess we're probably just doing a splash or a dash, which is equal to about a half a teaspoonful. Oh, wow. That garlic just made it smell so good. What kind of greatness are we stumbling upon today? This is amazing. I never knew that you could just stir up some mushrooms and have your place smell like one of those fancy restaurants. Wow. That really did something good. Holy shit. I hope we're in for something good here. Seasoned to taste with salt and pepper. Okay. When they say seasoned to taste, they just mean put enough in there until you start to taste it. And stir in additional minute. Computer, how much time left on the timer?
There are no timers set.
Uh-oh. I'm going to turn this off. I think it's time. Going to stir this a little more. And it says serve and enjoy. It's got an exclamation point at the end. Well, I think we're going to. Why don't we use a bowl? And I think I'm going to go with the fork on this in terms of plating. Actually, we're not plating this. We're doing, we're calling this bowling. We're bowling it because it's a bowl. Not to be confused with bowling, the bourgeois activity, pastime here in America. Do they bowl in other countries, or is that just sort of an American thing? I'd like to know that. Holy crap, awesome says, today I microwaved a tortilla, saw mold, and then just ate it anyway. I think it's fine. Computer, what's the worst thing that can happen if you eat mold?
Eating mold can cause allergic reactions, respiratory problems, and in some cases, mycotoxins, which are poisonous substances that can make you ill.
Yeah, I think you're fine. Caffeinated Cat says Prince Humperdinck from The Princess Bride. No, this was an artist, a recording artist, Engelbert Humperdinck. One of the best names in show business right there. And Holy Crap Awesome says, I'm not allergic to mold. I eat blue cheese all the time. Oh, is that... Computer, is blue cheese mold?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, blue cheese is known to have cultures of mold within to carry a spotted and colored texture. The smell is distinct.
Well, I don't know. I'm getting all sorts. I think that the... Oh, Nihilist Life, missing parsley. Yeah, I don't have parsley. I was thinking that the rosemary pricks would probably fill the void that the parsley is leaving, but maybe not. I think the theme of today's episode is contrary information, because I didn't... First, Computer is saying that mold is going to poison you.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
And then it says that it's in blue cheese, which people eat all the time. Pancake King, isn't penicillin just mold? No, I believe penicillin killed mold in an accidental experiment. similar to, a lot of people don't know that the original intention of Viagra was to develop a cure for testicular cancer. But during the trials, they noticed that the men that were the subjects of the study were becoming aroused when they were being examined by the nurses, and they realized that they were actually onto something that was going to make a hell of a lot more money than a cure for cancer. And that's how we have Viagra today. Orlando Trustful says Engelbert Humperdinck's greatest song was "You Make My Pants Wanna Get Up and Dance." And he would bring women up from the audience on stage and make out with them. So thoughtful of him. Wow, I didn't know that he was sort of a Lothario. Digitized, how do you know when the mold has gone off? I don't know this one. What's the answer? What's the punchline? How do you know when the mold has gone off? It sounds like a James Ingram song. Holy crap, awesome. Who is Bree Rind? I don't know. Look, guys, we're getting off a little bit. We're going to play an amazing looking new game that was gifted to me by Game Master Flash, one of our main users, whom I've shared a beer with many times, along with Midnight Faded, and we also golfed together with Dark Aegis and Lisi and Beelzebub. So thanks to all of you, wonderful users, and thanks Game Master Flash for giving me this cool game. We're going to play it right now. First, I'm going to try these mushrooms, though. They smell really good, I'll say that. So let's see what we're in for. One last look here. If you want to see what the picture looks like. Now, remember, the picture is always going to look better. They've got, you can see a little bit more of what they're doing there. Ours is definitely nothing to sneeze at or to sneeze on. Unless you like sneezing on stuff that's good. But we're going to take a bite here and see what happens. It's a little hot. Wow, it smells so good. Oh shit. Oh shit. This tastes so good. This might be one of the best things we've ever made here in Henry's Kitchen. It literally tastes like I'm at a restaurant right now. This is insane. Nihilist Life, thank you for your tutelage on this one. I really appreciate it. This is really good. So we're going to put this in the category of awesome stuff that we've made here at Henry's Kitchen. Once again, they don't look like much. In fact, they look kind of unsightly. But I'm telling you, this is freaking delicious, you guys. This snack, these mushrooms only cost like $2.99, and I still have another 2/3 of the package left. And I just threw on some olive oil, some butter, some rosemary pricks, some salt and pepper to taste, and a little bit of garlic, and the mushrooms, and voila. We have here something that tastes really, really fucking good. It's so good I can't even say how good it is without using some type of expletive. Oh, Brunstead says the wine probably helps getting a buzz going. Yeah. Wow. I'm very proud of myself. And I'm proud of you guys. Thanks, Beelzebub. Thanks for being proud of me. Pancake King says, Euripides family thought they were to die for. That's right. The poor guy whose family died when he brought home mushrooms for the family. The GL Prime says that would be good on a burger. It would. Boner of a Lonely Fart says a lot of successes in the kitchen these days. Yeah, I've been doing this now 3 years, the live streaming, and in the beginning it was a little rough. I did some stupid shit. I still do every now and then, but I do have to say I think I'm starting to turn into a really good cook, and the attribution that I would give for that is that I've been teaching it for so long. I've been teaching cooking now for 14 years on YouTube, and I've started making good dishes here in the last year. If you ever want to get good at something, put yourself on the market as a teacher of it. Like, for example, let's say you don't know anything about astrophysics. Put out a flyer and staple it to telephone poles in your neighborhood saying astrophysics tutor. And then people will pay you like $30. And then that's going to give you the financial incentive to start reading about it and finding out what this astrophysics is all about. Or pretty much anything. Violin. You know, teach somebody music or anything. Orlando Trustful says, would you consider getting a sous chef? And can I suggest Andy Andrus? Is Andy a good cook? He seems like one of those guys that would be a good cook. If you don't know Andy Andrus, he's one of the funniest comedians out there. And he's actually up in the Oregon area too. So maybe that would be an extra incentive to get up there. Friendly Friend says, even becoming a doctor with zero experience. Yeah, all these idiots are having to pay for their medical school. Why don't you just take that system and say, I'll teach people. I'll go in as a professor. And then all you do is, before your lecture, the night before, try to learn everything and then just say it. And then that way you're learning, but you're getting paid. That's the smart way to do things. Okay. Holy Crap Awesome says, I read a short story about a doctor once. Should I walk into a hospital and give it a try? I think in 2025, that's a completely reasonable thing to do. We're living in an era where it really doesn't matter if you know the real way to do stuff. Okay. Damn. That is so good. I can't believe I just made something that it literally tastes like I'm at a fancy restaurant. Boner of a Lonely Fart says, DJ Doug Pound took mushrooms from a tree by Trader Joe's and just cooked it and ate it like a real forager. Wow, I'd like to see that. Does he have a live? I know that they have a podcast and I've been on it. Does he have a live stream? Because that would be good to watch. DJ Doug Pound is great. And Brent Weinbach. Okay. All right, we're going to try a game. We're going to play a video game now that was gifted to us by one of our users, Game Master Flash, and I'm going to continue to be cooking, to be eating some of this stuff. But right now, we've got some gaming to do, so let's go ahead and get into that. Check in with our alerts here. We've got 190 viewers. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Fabio, thanks again for tipping $10, and we're very sorry about what that bird did to you on a roller coaster once. All right, here we go. I open up, I gotta remember what I do here. I open up Steam, and Friendly Friend says there was actually a teenager that went in with a group of med students in training and pretended he was with them. When patients eventually reported him, he started his own medical practice shortly after. That's the smart way to do it. Okay, let's push play on the game here. And hopefully this isn't going to freeze up my computer, which happens sometimes. I did a little bit of learning on this one, but not much. We're going to get a new story. No. I want to just do a new slot. This one's tricky. I tried to learn a little bit about the controls, and it's not easy. I'll be able to do it, but just remember, I'm not that strong of a gamer. Hold on, I gotta put on the desktop audio here. I also have to set this up so that I can see the alerts and whatnot. Oh boy. Hold on everybody, I'm just doing some general setup type stuff. Okay. So I want to say to any young people out there, if you're somebody who doesn't really know much about cooking, but it's something that you've always kind of wanted to get into, this dish is a great one because your place will smell like delicious garlic and mushrooms, and just generally speaking, it's going to be a nice experience for you. I can't stop eating it. Wow, I might have to make more this afternoon. Orlando Trustful, heavy rain. Can we have a trigger warning for anyone in Britain, please? Yeah, they do have heavy rain there. Although, and maybe It's Kate can tell me if I'm correct on this, I heard you guys were having some really good weather recently. Is that right? I heard the UK was having great weather. It's Kate X says, we've barely had rain for 2 to 3 months. Yeah. Well, I think that's how it started here in California. And then the next thing we knew, we had fires breaking out in January. So I hope that doesn't end poorly. But I tend to look at the negative. Game Master Flash says, I think this was Quantic Dream's first game, so the controls will be less refined than Detroit Become Human. Okay, try to do it slowly to see how you control the animation speed. Okay. Bajatnar says heavy rain equals Norwegian summer. Okay, this is how I walk. I'm walking. I guess I'm just a little bit of an old-fashioned guy, but I wish this guy would put on some clothes. Maybe we can get him to put on some clothes right now. How do I do that? Oh, here we go. Oh, he's not going to put on clothes. Okay. At any time, you can listen to what your character thinks by holding down right-click.
I better take a shower and get dressed before I go downstairs.
Okay. Super Nick 88, I remember this half-naked man being much more realistic. What happened? I don't know. Do I have the correct settings? Is this the right settings? Sometimes you have to lower the quality a little bit when you're streaming. Picture of presumably me and my wife, or him and his wife. Do you refer to the main character as yourself or as somebody else, third person? The graphics changed to be worse because of inflation. Oh, okay. Nihilist Life says, I would stop playing now when it tells me right-click to think. Yeah, it's probably trying to control us. Okay. What is this? A note?
Gone shopping. I'll pick the kids up from school at lunchtime, and then I'll come home to get things ready for Jason's birthday party. Don't work too hard. I love you.
Okay. Digitize says the developers update good games to look worse, so you buy new games. That sounds a little conspiratorial, but I'll buy it. Bumbertoot says he seems to be in some kind of relationship with the paper. No, I think the paper was a note that was written by maybe the person he's in a relationship with. I don't think it was the paper talking. But then again, we don't know. In the world of video games, it could be anything. All right, what are we doing? We're taking a shower. Is this the bathroom? Got a razor here. Oh, I see. I can control the motion of the razor. Wow. Looking pretty sharp. This guy's living his best life, I gotta say. Let's grab the toothbrush. Is this AI? Asks Broken Carapace. Holy crap, Awesome says absolutely riveting gameplay. Yeah, I can literally hold down both buttons on the mouse and brush his teeth. Or my teeth, I guess. Go up and down. You want to get the up and down too. Otherwise, you're just moving the plaque around. Alrighty. We're gonna get in the bath, maybe? Turn your head to see which actions are available. Use the mouse to look at the shower. Huh? Oh. Oh, come on. Did you guys set me up with a porno? Fondue yourself. You're right. I'm blushing a little bit. My puritanical upbringing is feeling a little bit assaulted. Hold both left and right clicks and move the mouse back and forth until so I can scrub my head. Okay. I'm a little worried about how many more realistic moves we're gonna do here. Okay, good. Let's get out of here. That's the look I always have as soon as I get out of the shower. Like, that's right, I just showered. What are you gonna do about it? Press Control to switch camera angles. Use them to explore our environment.
I'm as clean as a whistle. Time to get dressed.
Oh yeah, I always say that.
Nothing like a refreshing shower. I almost feel awake.
Okay, let's get out of here. Back to the bedroom. Wait, this isn't my bedroom. This must be the kids' room. Wait, what's that? Whoa, for actions requiring timing and precision, press the indicated button as soon as it appears. Hold on, let's try it again. So we're just gonna do this for a while, huh? Okay. I'd like to put this back. Orlando Trustful says, as a devout clothes wearer, this is offensive. Uncle Jarf says, you're a natural, Henry. This guy does that thing that I do where he walks into a room and forgets why he walked in there. What's here? Why did I come in here now? Oh yeah, I was gonna get some clothes. Come on, man, let me get in there and get some clothes. Does anybody know if there's eventually some sort of plot in this whatever it is, a game? I almost said movie. It's Kate is reminding everybody that we're going to do a very special, August 17th, a very special stream at noon Pacific, and it's going to be all music. Badonka Boots 5 says technically you could call it a plot, I guess. It's already much better now that this guy's got clothes on.
I've got some time before Grace and the kids get back. Better get some work done.
All right, let's get some work done. First, oh, I can lean up against this. Okay. It's Kate X says, how is he up and about without a morning coffee? Oh yeah, no, I would always do coffee before shower for sure. Where am I going, guys? This is what happens to me in these games. Go downstairs. Holy crap, Awesome says, I do this every morning. All of this. Sociopathogen says, this neighborhood can't be that nice if it doesn't have a sidewalk. The character's thoughts change with the situation. Remember to check them regularly.
Nice day outside. Maybe I could squeeze in a little garden time.
That sounds like a euphemism, but whatever. Yeah, holy crap, Awesome. He said he was going to get work done. You're right. I sit and watch the children play. Ah, we've got an espresso maker. We got to get that going now. How the fuck do I do it though, man? Oh, there's too many.
It's almost lunchtime. Grace and the kids will be back any minute. I'm thirsty. Should be some orange juice in the fridge. How about some music? Oof, it's stuffy in here. I should get some fresh air in the garden. I could go for a cup of coffee.
This guy has ADHD for sure. Does anybody know how I grab the coffee thing? I can see it there. Okay, I guess I'm doing the fridge. Almost lunchtime. Didn't he just get up? Yeah, well, he makes his own hours, I guess. Let's shake the orange juice, because that's a vital thing. Orlando Trustful says the makers of these FMVs have such a lovely, wholesome take on what life is, then basically everyone gets murdered with a pickaxe. Yeah, that's... Or you have a genocide like we had in Detroit Become Human. That was a little bit of a downer. Holy crap, awesome. Got to make sure the pulp is incorporated. Yeah. Right from the carton like an animal, says Game Master Flash. I want to make this coffee, guys. How do we do it? I can see...
Maybe there's something on TV. I could just relax on the couch until Grace and the kids come back.
I don't know how to hit that coffee thing. Does anybody know? Here, wait, I had it for a sec. There we go. It's gonna take a little getting used to. Badonka Boots says he got no work done and he wants to relax. Yeah, that's right. This is how I drink coffee too, in a very brooding, ominous sort of a way. And I imagine some scary, portending music. Pass me the glue. You're doing great, Henry. Thanks, pass me the glue. Dazzlecat says hot bean water. Yep, got that right.
I hope Grace found a present for Jason's birthday.
So what are we doing? Are we getting work done? Are we... We're done in the kitchen. Is there some kind of a... Oh, somebody's coming home and I haven't done shit. Yeah, probably an office upstairs.
Dad! Hey, take it easy. You're gonna knock me over. So this is your big day, huh?
Am I grown up now?
10 years old. That's not exactly grown up, but you're getting there.
Now, can I drive your car?
And I think you're gonna have to wait a little while for that.
Ethan, can
Hi,
you
honey.
please help me?
I've been working all morning.
I'm coming.
Whoops. You need to press and hold all keys indicated simultaneously until they disappear. Oh, come on. Hold
Never
on.
mind, I'll do it.
No, I'll do it. I was just trying to figure
I just
it out.
wasn't thinking.
They've been so excited since this morning. I could hardly keep them in line in the supermarket. How's your day been? Managed to get any work done?
Yeah.
Guess that means no.
She's a little passive aggressive there. Now a lot of people.
Okay.
You never
Seems
know.
you don't want to talk about it.
You never know when somebody else
I've
is
got
struggling.
a billion things to do. It'll never be ready before Jason's pals arrive. Can you please help me? There should be plates in the living room cupboard.
Absolutely, will do. Where do I go to the cupboard now?
Ethan, I asked if you could help me with the plates in the living room cupboard.
I'm trying. I don't know.
No problem. Leave it to me.
Where's the cupboard? Come on, guys. Is it me?
Hey, Ethan, I thought I asked you to take care of the plates.
I forgot. They're in the plate. I feel like playing with the kids.
They haven't moved
The plates
since
can
last
wait.
time I asked.
I told Grace I'd take care of the plates. I'll go play with the kids after. She's more goddamn beautiful with every passing day.
Ethan.
I don't know if I've already told you this today, Mrs. Mars,
I know I'm an idiot.
but I find you very attractive.
You're not so bad yourself, Mr. Mars. I know what's on your mind, Ethan. But now is not the right time for it.
Shame.
I've really got to focus on this party.
Super Nick 188
We'll
says this
continue
game
this
isn't
little
relatable
conversation
anymore.
later.
Yeah, I'll say.
Did you find the present for Jason?
Yeah, I picked it up from the store this morning. Oh, we were lucky. It was the last one in stock.
When are Jason's friends coming?
Oh, about 2 p.m.? Oh, God, I hope I'll be able to keep the situation under control. Not like last year.
Jason looks happy.
Yeah. It's hard to believe he's 10 years old today. It seems like only yesterday we were flirting in high school. We're getting old, Ethan.
She was flirting with Jason in high school. I'd still like to know where this cupboard is. Orlando Trustful likes the writing on this show. Quote, I can't believe people get older. Oh, is this the plates?
That door is always sticking. Give it a big tug.
We finally got the plates.
That's the set my mother gave us. Be careful, okay?
Don't worry, I wouldn't want to be responsible for a diplomatic incident with your mother.
I think I'm starting to get this. I got it. Parasitosa says she will find something else to be pissed out about afterward. Yep, if I know dames. Duza says bringing out the fine china for 10-year-old boy's birthday party. Yeah, it doesn't sound smart. I don't think this game was developed by parents.
Can I do anything to help?
No thanks. I should be able to manage.
Passive aggressive right there.
I think I'll go outside and play with the kids.
Yeah, just gotta remember where outside is.
I thought you brought that for the kids.
Of course, I'm just checking that it still works.
Yeah, sure.
No, I wanted to do the opposite.
That's it, I'm free as a bird.
Hey, 5 minutes, boys, okay? After that, we've got to eat because your friends are going to be here
Okay,
soon.
we promise, Mom.
Who wants to go first?
Me first!
No,
me
me
first!
Easy, fellas, you can both have a turn.
When does the heavy rain start happening?
Me first! Me first! No, me first!
All right, Jason, let's do the helicopter.
Oh shit, I can't let go.
It's my turn now, it's my turn!
Wait, you need to press and hold all keys. What are we doing here, guys?
Okay, Sean, get ready. Here we go.
Oh, jeez. I can't walk backwards. What's going on? I can only walk forwards into a fence. What's happening, guys? Mouse controls. Yeah, I'm doing it. Literally nothing's happening with the mouse. Mortalized, yeah, I'm trying to. Is this a bug? What's happening? Oh, there it is. Okay. The kid's laughing at me.
Come on, Dad. Show us how strong you are. Big muscles.
Let's be careful. Hang on.
Ow, ow, oh, oh. I got carpal tunnel.
This time you're done for. You're gonna pay for all your crimes.
I think now I know what it must be like to have
Surrender,
kids,
weakling. Say your prayer.
and I don't like it. Hold left.
Come on, Jason.
Don't give up. I am victorious.
Watch out. Oh! Attack! Whoa!
Something tells me I'm going to be doing some fighting in this game,
Come on.
and it's training.
Yeah, Jason. Continue. Watch out. Yeah. Go, Jason. Yeah. No. Whoa. Yo. Yeah. I got you. Yeah. Yeah.
Food's ready, kids. You coming in?
We're coming.
Is he really dead? Oh, no. It's K-Dex. No, it's not the end of the game. But that would be great if credits started going up right now. Okay, maybe a little time in the garden. Is it lunchtime?
Lunchtime. I better not keep everyone waiting.
No, I'm going to keep everybody waiting with this garden. Is this not a garden? Can't go any faster, huh?
Sean? Lunch is ready.
I'll go get him.
Oh, sweet. up here. Hey kiddo, what's going on?
Sean? What's up?
It's Merlin. He's dead. He's dead and it's all my fault.
No, it's not, Sean. Of course it's not your fault.
Wow, real upbeat game here.
I'd give anything if you could come back to life.
You know, Sean, there's some things which just have to happen. Even if you don't want them to.
Like your bird
It's
died.
not fair, Dad. It's not fair.
Fair?
I know.
You still use words like fair?
I know.
The chunk says, where's the button to abandon family? I've been looking for it. Bumbertoot says kid was left alone for 2 minutes and killed the bird. You fucked up now, Sean. That's what Holy Crap Awesome says. Uh-oh, clown time.
Oh, I'd like to have a quick look at some shoes for Sean. Can you watch Jason for a minute? I promise, we won't be long.
Sure, no problem. We're not going anywhere, are we, Jason?
Come on, honey.
I won't pause this game until something sort of interesting happens, and then we'll leave that as a cliffhanger.
I'll bet he's gone to see the clown. I'll bet he's gone to see the clown. He couldn't have gone far. He was here a second ago.
Did he lose his kid? Oh, man.
I'll bet he's gone to see the clown. I'll bet he's gone to see the clown. I'll bet he's gone to see the clown. I'll bet he's gone... Jason! 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 Jason!
Where's the clown? I knew it was the clown.
Jason! Jason!
Hey, let's ask her.
Jason! Jason!
Did I see my kid?
Jason! Jason!
Oh, there's the clown.
Jason, you really shouldn't run her off like that, you know?
Now, where's the other kid?
Awful lot of people in
Please,
here.
Dad, can I have one? I would really love to have one. Please, Dad, come on.
Okay, let's go buy a balloon.
Great!
Suckle a Mink says,
Hey, Jen.
holy shit, this
What's your
game.
name?
Jason,
Which balloon would you like, Jason?
the red one.
Here you go. That'll be $2, sir.
Jason, wait for me. Wait for your dad, son. It's really crowded in here. manage.
You know, at this point, it's the
It
kids'
is
fault.
impossible to try on a pair of shoes with this crowd. Where's Jason?
He was here a second ago. I bought him a balloon. I turned around and he just disappeared.
Disappeared? What do you mean disappeared?
Stay here. I'll go get him. I'll be right back.
Jason!
The clown. He may have seen which way Jason went.
Only move around.
Have you seen my little boy? The one you gave the red balloon to? The red balloon I bought.
No.
Should make him easier to
Was he
spot.
with you?
1 second. I barely took my eyes off him for 1 second. Keep cool. He couldn't have gone very far. I'll find him.
The controls don't work a lot of times. I don't get it. I'm trying.
Jason!
I'm hitting one.
Jason!
It's very frustrating.
Jason!
See,
Just as long as he doesn't go near the exit. I better take a look near the escalators.
yeah, I guess running isn't an option. I've pushed one 1,000 times. These are going the other way. The escalators don't work, just my luck.
Jason!
Do you see a red balloon anywhere? It's 100% the kid's fault. We said it over and over again, don't wander off like that, and he did it anyway. I don't know, guys. I think the jury's still out on playing this game. I'm not sure I want to relive this situation. Can we get something to happen here, please? In the bathroom?
Jason!
Can't go there?
Jason!
What's the kid's name again? Here we go.
Jason!
Oh, there's the balloon.
Jason!
Hey man, what's your problem?
I
Jason!
can't find my kid, that's my problem.
Jason! Hey! you! Hey man, watch where you're going! Hey man, are you nuts?
Jason, God, you really had me scared there.
You're not Jason, you're just some other kid. Okay. Oh, there we go. This has gotta be Jason, right?
Hey, watch it! Look out! Hey, be careful, Mike.
Shit!
Jason!
Dad!
Jason! No!
Jason! Jason! Oh my God, no! No!
This is
No,
some
Jason!
fun afternoon content here.
No! Oh my God. No!
The balloon is a metaphor for him going to heaven. I know that from film school. Okay, well, that was a fun game. Oh, it's still going. Maybe, Oh, I see. That's where it starts. Okay, we'll watch the credits and then we'll do the closing song here today. Bad caffeinated Kath and her co-workers are probably all depressed now. It's Shittakes. Yeah, I can play it with a controller. Maybe that's better. I didn't realize that was an option. Let's try that next. I would, Jarmaid, what do you rate the game? I would rate it on a Suicidio scale. I would say it's number 10. Controller is better. It was a PlayStation game. Oh, I didn't realize that. Well, then I'll do it. That's gonna be a huge difference. I didn't realize that. I should have consorted with Quanto. Okay, let's go back to the main menu and let's save. Progress will be lost. No, I don't want to lose my progress. Actually consult Jose for the lion's share of writing this game. Yeah, I think they did. Actually, Jose's Suicidio music over this would have been really good. Would have been a nice gig for him. Super Nick 188, it's only 10 minutes until the credits are over. Okay, well, I don't know if we have that kind of time. Who am I kidding? I've got time. Parasitosa says, we get it, it's raining. Yep. It's heavy rain is the theme here. Jerome Vu, then what? You know the child voice actors were just one of these guys, these French guys' kids. Yep. I wonder, oh, is it French? Yeah, it does have a vibe like the French movies. years later. He's unmarried, obviously. Okay, I don't want to have to do this again, so can I make sure that it's saved somehow? This is scaring me. What do I do here? I'm just going to say yes. Okay, let's exit the game. Musical stream August 17th, right here on Twitch at noon Pacific time. It's going to be all music. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. It wouldn't be complete if I didn't do the thank you song. Let me just check in on our alerts here. Dan DeJong resubscribed. Thanks, Dan DeJong. And thanks again, Fabio, for your generous tip. And let's go ahead and close things out here. We made some delicious mushrooms. We played a game that sort of made us feel like we wanted to take a bath with a toaster appliance or something like that. And we also did some fun music for birthdays. Holy Crap Awesome says this was a really fun stream. Awesome. Thanks, Holy Crap Awesome. I always like to say that it takes a village of people to make a production like what we've done. And if I were to sit here and take all the credit for it, then I'd be one of those assholes who takes credit for stuff that they didn't do. And I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys with a song to thank you, the users of Henry's Kitchen. Not just the folks that set up the Discord and maintain the Discord, but the moderators, the Tier 3 subscribers, the influencers that have shared their audience with us, as well as the technical advisors and everybody else. And it's not an all-inclusive list. There's other people that have. D. Jenks says the village that raised Jason must have been the village idiots. Yeah. Boy, oh boy, that was depressing. I don't think I'm going to get that out of my mind for a while. Maybe this song will do it. Let's go ahead and do this to the tune of Roger Miller's King of the Road. Fawcan and Dingo Bob, Dom Beef Hot Bear 1110, Do Dingle Dog Goggle, Dr. Flanges and Bacchus, and also Shane Yes Beelzebub, Mochi's Nirvana, It's Kate Kairosa, Bumble Vision and the LGX, Chef Reactions, Husky Boyle, Bill Larkin, Music in the Toilet, Nim, Moon, Emeroo, Orchamind, S-Fan, and Bonnie 2, Dazzle Cap, Blurry Little Quest, Parasitosis, Borson, Vanilla, Kairosa, and don't forget Quanto, D's Nuts, Game Master Flash, the Cat Food Taste Tester, the Chironex, Mochi's Nirvana, Red Hot Hibachi, Ransom, GR, Essity Tiss, and Michelle Heffy, Embry 225, Yarchasm, Nico Tazo, Michael Bublé, 4422, Passion Error, Minho Shin 64, Midnight Faded, JSX Fan, Essity Tiss, and Poolboy 789, and Dazzle Cat's Odd Bane, and Toke My Nuts, Saguaro Uberito 5555, Dennis or JB's Texas, Sickly Boy, Meals, Behind Lips 1, and Caitlin's Kitchen, Key Change, Lacey T, Purple Donut, Filling His Fruit, Borson, Van Zodiac, Tone, and Gary Busey, ASMR, Lurk Bowl, Shandis, Nova Glarian, Mr. Gooseberry PT, and don't forget Quanto. Everyone type Forson says, do we need time for this recipe? No, we didn't. And by the way, this recipe is all gone. Here's what I made today, everybody. It was so good. This is the professional picture. If you want to see the one that I made, it's not that, of course. Wait a second. I guess we don't have it. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us here on Henry's Kitchen from Roast Beef and myself. Very appreciative. We're going to play some more of this game on Wednesdays, and we're going to see where it goes. Maybe it gets even more depressing from here. But I'm going to use a controller, so I'll be a little better with the controls next time. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you on Sunday at 12 noon Pacific time right here at Henry's Kitchen. Thanks, Afghanikush. Thanks, It's Kate. Happy birthday, It's Kate and Parasitosis. Dr. Terror House of Horror says, thanks for the stream, Henry. Wonderful as always. Thank you. Thanks, Super Nick. Holy crap, awesome. Thanks, everybody. Have a good rest of the week.